ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You talk about this Jets defense.
They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not bad.
I don't think he's going to do that.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Back deep for the Jets, McCole Hardman.
That's pulled in at the 32. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return.
And the Jets will take over. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at the 39-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
This one finds Wilson downfield.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Garrett Wilson
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
From the end zone, here's Pringle. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, all right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by DJ Reed.
And the Jets are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Now a handoff to Rodriguez.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you talk about this Jets defense,
they enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Now a run with Rodriguez.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They'll run here with Rodriguez.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Gone.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Gone.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's Rodriguez. And able to get this to the 31.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd down is Gone. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw.
Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch.
Touchdown!
Logan Thomas.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And Washington has taken the lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing is Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
On 1st down, gone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel from 10 yards out.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
On play action, Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. Open man is Uzomah. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 46. Give to Cook out of the gun. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing now is Rodgers. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets get a bit closer.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Commanders 24, Jets 14.
Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it as we resume action. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off.
From the end zone, here's Pringle. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Now a 2nd and 6.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And they would not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Throwing on third. Goff. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Ashton Davis
in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away.
Here's Hardman to return. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. On first down, Rodgers.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Rodgers now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. The Jets at 11-3 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Locates Hardman for another catch. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And these two hooked up on a nice game to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Cook. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Dalvin Cook. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Jets have got it back to within a score.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rodriguez. That one a first down pickup of 8. To throw is Goff. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
13 yards there and a Washington first. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
They'll run on first down. It's Rodriguez.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Rodriguez. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
89 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Goff. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28.
Quentin Williams make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
A very solid gain of 27.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make him.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders.
Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon.
And the Commanders are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the goal line.
Now they can't bring him down.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Working from the gun, Rodgers.
Taken in left side, it's Wilson.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, here's the run with Cook.
Down to the 22-yard line. Clock running as Washington will try and hurry up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
Throwing quickly to Wilson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Rodgers going to throw. Down, man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin in the final seconds of the 1st half.
And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. So the late touchdown there, and that certainly changes things as we move toward halftime.
Yeah, and there's a potential for things to change even more because, remember, they get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So they can potentially double up here and take the lead. A great opportunity for them.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this 1st half as the kick gets away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
On play action, now Rodgers. Well, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
The last run went so well for them, maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on him, and what's where the yardage gained on the last snap.
Throwing on second and long. Rodgers. It's complete to Cook. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
44-yard line.
Now Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. There he goes left side. Down the left sideline. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where you just shouldn't have thrown the football, and that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Here's Rodgers. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
On second down, Cook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
Again, it's Cook.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Dalvin Cook
with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year.
And the Jets are back within a score.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
From the end zone, here's Pringle. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And the Washington 1st down.
Now Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Goff. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That is caught.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and wing in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff.
This pass hauled in by Dotson.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry.
Down inside the 40.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
At the 39-yard line.
One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. To throw on 2nd down is Goff. Got an open man. It's Pringle. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up the key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight. Heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket, because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's playing well in between being dumped on his back, but every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Maybe an important 4th quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Left side, Cook. Escapes the defender. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
102 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
They run again on first down. Cook. 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
That looked like a two-deep coverage, which we call cover two. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there.
And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now it's Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. One play, 75 yards.
And the Commanders take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Jets. And that big fourth-quarter return, Charles, makes this a one-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had the big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
Zerline connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff.
From the end zone, here's Pringle. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one. Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
Across the formation, Hardman gets a completion.
Touchdown! Nico Hardman, 27 yards. And the Jets have taken a 4th quarter lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Goff. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Goff now to throw.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
from the red zone now. Goff.
Going right back to Dotson.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
We'll get an injury stoppage, and it appears to be the wideout, Jahan Dotson. He's the one shaken up. They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Now Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2.
Here's Goff.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
Now 1st and goal.
Goff throwing again. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Jets, he lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Now it's gone.
And that's complete to Brown. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Short throw there, caught by Thomas.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
That's into the hands of his tight end Bates. Washington now going to use the 1st of their 3 timeouts.
As they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Here's 1st and goal.
Goff now to throw. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
56.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Open man, here's Cobb. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Here's 1st down.
Now Rodgers. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see.
Well, going to be tough to get 2 plays out of this. This could very well be it.
Cook up the gut.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
And the stadium clock says 0, but the one on your screen is the one that matters, and the officials say yes, it's a timeout with 1 second left to go and a field goal try forthcoming to potentially send us to overtime. So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the Jets won the toss. They'll get the first shot at finding a winner as we are back underway here in overtime. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
To throw is Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And
overtime, great for us. A lot of tension on the field, very tough. Not a surprise it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
So for the Giants, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they